Imagine waking up one morning with this, like, undeniable knowing feeling. Someone actually described it as a universal download, a spiritual notification saying, it is done.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how one lottery winner apparently felt days before their numbers actually came up.
That's incredible.
Or, picture someone wanting to win a scratch-off ticket, really shifting how they feel inside, and then, bam, they manifest a $10,000 winner. Just like that.
It seems almost magical when you hear stories like that.
Right. So today, on the Deep Dive, we're plunging into these fascinating, sometimes really surprising, and deeply personal experiences. We're talking about people who claim they've manifested wins, desired outcomes, all sorts of things in their lives. And that this isn't just theory, right? It's about reported tangible results from people who really believe they actively shape their own reality.
That's right. And for this deep dive, we've gathered a really rich collection of sources. We're looking at hundreds, literally hundreds of personal testimonials.
Oh.
Yeah, from online forums totally dedicated to manifestation, detailed accounts from various writings in the field, even excerpts from interviews with people sharing their journeys.
Right.
And these aren't just, vague ideas. They're individual stories, people detailing reported successes, manifesting everything from, like, small daily things, a parking spot, a free coffee,
The classics.
a classic, exactly, all the way up to big raffle prizes, dream homes, major career moves, and yes, even those huge lottery jackpots.
Right.
And health improvements too, sometimes quite profound ones. It's a really compelling body of shared knowledge, actually. Gives you a unique window into these reported experiences.
So our mission today is basically to unpack the common threads here. Look at the surprising insights, the specific techniques these people actually describe using. And just to be clear, we're not here to, validate or disprove manifestation itself.
No, that's not the goal.
Our goal is really to explore the reported experiences and the methods just as they're presented in all this material we've gathered. We want to pull out the key nuggets from these, let's be honest, often astonishing narratives. Help you understand what seems most important in these accounts.
Yeah.
Give you a really comprehensive overview of how these practitioners describe their successes.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, let's unpack this.
All right.
This is one of the first things that really jumps out, and it's kind of counterintuitive, honestly, is this core idea many successful manifestors talk about. They call it the already done mentality.
The wish fulfilled.
Exactly. It's way beyond just wishing for something. It's about, cultivating this internal state where the thing you want is already real.
Yeah.
Like a deeply held conviction.
Yeah.
We heard one user put it so simply, they just said, it's already done if you deemed it so.
That's powerful, just deeming it.
Yeah. And another used this really striking analogy comparing to pregnancy. They said, you're pregnant or not, your idea is manifested or not, there's no in between.
Wow. That implies such absolute certainty, doesn't it? Completion, even before you see any proof. And the examples really drive this home, how deeply people embrace this mindset. You mentioned the lottery winner earlier.
Yeah.
They explicitly stated, I knew I was going to win my faith. Never wavered. Even when days went by and the numbers hadn't shown up yet.
Right. They weren't just hoping.
No, not at all. They were confidently saying they were just waiting to go pick up my winnings. It wasn't a future, maybe. It was like a present reality in their head.
Okay.
And similarly, think about the person who won that $100 company draw. They deliberately got super excited next to my boss that I will be the one who won the prize. And their words were, hell yes, my boss stirred the box and picked one small scrap of the paper. My name was written on it.
So the conviction came first.
The inner conviction seemed unshakable, yeah. It came before the actual event.
And it's not just about money, is it?
Yeah.
I remember reading about the person who won the entire Price is Right show.
Including the car, yeah.
Including the car. And later someone asked them about luck. Their response was apparently just, with full certainty that I didn't need luck, it was absolutely going to happen.
That's an extraordinary level of just pre-acceptance. An internal declaration.
It really is. It sounds like these people aren't just hoping or even just believing. It's like a profound inner knowing that their desire is already sorted, a done deal.
Indeed. And maybe the core insight here from these accounts is that the already done mindset seems to fundamentally rewire your perception. It dissolves that internal resistance we all have.
Okay.
And it sort of signals your subconscious to align with this predetermined reality you've set up internally.
Right. It challenges that normal linear way we think, like A has to happen before B. See it, then believe it.
Exactly. It flips it. When someone adopts this already done state inside, it might really alter how they see opportunities or even what their subconscious is like directed to do. If you've already deemed it so, as that person said, your mind stops looking for proof. It just starts operating from the assumption that it's fulfilled.
So it removes the doubt.
It seems to remove that internal resistance, the doubt that usually comes with wanting something. Your subconscious isn't trying to get it anymore. It's trying to recognize and align with what it thinks is already real.
It's a total inversion of cause and effect.
Pretty much, yeah. Based on these reports.
Okay, so if the first pillar is knowing it's done, the next one seems to be all about feeling, the sheer potency of emotion in this whole process. A theme that comes up again and again in these accounts is that strong, positive emotions, joy, excitement, overwhelming happiness, they aren't just like a result of getting what you want. They're described as a crucial driving force.
Right. Not just a byproduct.
Exactly. The sources consistently suggest things like, when you are highly motivated, it is a sure sign that your emotions and focus are on the right track, and also that lukewarm emotions yield slower results.
That implies a direct link, doesn't it? Between how intense and positive your feeling is and how quickly or easily the thing manifests. And the stories really illustrate this. There was one scratch-off winner who was feeling a lot of self-doubt, and she found this unique way to shift her state. She created an adult coloring book with money affirmations.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And while she was coloring, she reported feeling this meditative and abundant sensation, and she was convinced that feeling quickly led to her win.
So it wasn't just the words, but the feeling she got while doing it.
Precisely. The felt emotion generated by the activity. Then there was another person really frustrated about overspending.
Okay.
They proactively went to the gym, released those negative feelings, got in the zone, and consciously decided that money will always be there. Hours later, $700 win.
Wow. So a conscious effort to shift from like low in stress to high in abundant.
Exactly. And apparently with quick results in that case.
And we see this pattern over and over, right? People talk about reaching a high vibration or a state of pure gratitude as being key to their financial wins, like an 850 bingo win, a $500 slot win.
These aren't just fleeting feelings. They sound like sustained, intentional states people cultivate.
Yeah. And there was even someone who mentioned their healthy obsession with their goals. They compared it to the eager anticipation you feel when you're daydreaming about finally seeing your lover on the weekend.
That's a great description. Not passive emotion, but active, energizing, really enjoyable. It fuels their focus.
So what's the takeaway here? It really suggests that intense positive emotions aren't just reactive. They're like a powerful, proactive engine for manifestation. They create an energetic alignment that seems to speed things up.
Yeah, it's not just what you think, but very much how you feel about it that apparently shapes things. From a psychological perspective, intense positive emotion could create a highly receptive state in the subconscious, making it more open to accepting new programs or beliefs. It might bypass the conscious mind's usual logical filters. This high vibration, as they call it, might also just increase someone's overall energy and openness, makes them more likely to spot or act on opportunities they'd otherwise miss. These accounts imply that emotions act like a powerful signal, not just to yourself, but maybe to this larger universal intelligence, showing you're ready and aligned.
And the stronger the feeling.
The stronger and purer the positive emotion, the clearer and more potent the signal apparently becomes.
Okay, so we have belief, like it's already done, and we have intense positive emotion. The third foundational pillar seems to be this unwavering expectation. And this goes beyond just belief. It's described as a deep, settled, absolute certainty that the outcome will happen. Like, no question.
Yeah. One source put it really clearly. What you honestly expect, that is, you now believe without resentment that it can and will happen to you. That is, you believe that it will happen, then it really will happen.
Like an absolute conviction overrides everything else.
It really does take faith to a whole new level, doesn't it? Think about that multi-million-dollar lottery winner who said, elated, I already knew I won because I never doubted.
Never doubted, wow.
Or the other one who just said, I was not surprised when their numbers came up. These sound like internal states they had before the win, not just afterward.
Right. It creates this sense of inevitability.
Exactly. And then there's the casino player, down to their last $42,
Yeah.
who felt this energy that something is about to happen, and this feeling of joy, bliss, excitement, just moments before hitting a $700 plus jackpot.
So that certainty, that feeling, came right before the result.
That emotional and energetic certainty seems to be a consistent precursor in these stories, a deep knowing that something good is about to unfold.
And it happens with smaller wins too, right? Like the high school student who won a raffle, reportedly told a friend, I'm going to win, stayed completely calm before the draw, and then won twice.
Twice. That calm certainty, even when things are uncertain, is really striking. It is. It's almost like they pre-registered the win in their mind and then just watched it happen externally.
So the key insight here seems to be that unwavering expectation built through deep internal conviction overrides external signals and primes your mind for the manifestation.
Yes. And the big question then becomes, how do you cultivate that? Such profound expectation, especially when, as these sources say, your 3D reality, your current circumstances might seem to reflect the exact opposite of what you want.
That's the tricky part.
It really is. It seems to involve this radical commitment to an internal conviction that actively ignores or overrides what you see around you.
Psychologically, what might that do?
Well, it might significantly reduce anxiety, that mental clutter, frees up your mental energy to focus only on the desired outcome.
Removes the internal conflict.
Exactly. No more doubt, no more contradiction. It's like sending a clear, unconflicted command to your subconscious. And from that broader view, if consciousness does play a role in shaping reality, like these sources suggest, then this unwavering expectation could be the ultimate act of programming the universe, or maybe just your own subconscious, for success, because you've eliminated any internal bugs or doubts.
It's about making the internal reality so strong that the external stuff just becomes secondary.
That seems to be the idea, yes.
Okay, let's move from the mindset stuff, the foundations, to the more practical techniques, the actual tools these people describe using. And first up is a big one: visualization and mental imagery.
Seeing it in the mind's eye.
Exactly. The advice consistently is vividly picture the desired outcome as if it's already happened. Engage all your senses.
Yeah, it's very clear across the sources. Visualize very clearly what you want. See it in your mind's eye as already having taken place. It's not just a passing thought, is it? It's presented as this immersive, multisensory mental movie.
Totally. And the examples are incredibly specific. That specificity seems key for a lot of people.
It does. Like the 15-year-old lottery winner, he didn't just imagine winning. He visualized seeing his numbers in the paper, then physically going to the lottery office to pick up the prize, and then paying $3,500 cash for a specific motorcycle at a dealership.
Wow, down to the transaction.
Every detail.
Yeah.
Mentally rehearsed. Or another lottery winner imagined holding the giant check and literally practiced what they'd say when people asked about their plans.
So engaging all the senses, the emotions, the sounds, everything, as if it's happening now.
Exactly. Even down to the potential sounds, smells, the feel of it.
Remember the college student who won the Chromebook back in 2007?
Oh yeah, that was a great example.
She didn't just imagine owning it. She apparently physically reenacted sitting in a cafe with the laptop, feeling bougie and professional, imagining how others would see her. She said she was overwhelmed with emotions of already having it.
That physical enactment is fascinating. And then there's the Euro jackpot winner who used Photoshop.
Right. Created a fake screenshot of a winning ticket.
And looked at it daily, talking to themselves. I am an Euro jackpot 5+0 game winner. Very active.
Even a basketball fan visualizing their team scoring the winning shot, hearing the announcers yell, "It's a miracle!" moments before it reportedly happened exactly like that.
Incredible. These are really detailed mental blueprints they're creating.
So the core idea here seems to be that vivid, multisensory visualization acts like a powerful mental rehearsal. It effectively programs the subconscious by treating the desired outcome as if it's already real, which then influences behavior and perception.
Yeah, it suggests the mind isn't just passively taking things in, it's actively creating this detailed plan. By simulating the future so vividly, engaging all the senses, the brain starts treating it like it's already happened.
Which then affects what you do, what you notice.
Potentially, yes. It might influence your behavior, your awareness in the physical world. It could reduce that psychological gap between wanting something and having it, making it feel much more attainable.
Neurologically, what might be happening?
Well, this kind of immersive mental practice could strengthen the neural pathways associated with that outcome. It's like installing a new operating system that guides your perception and actions towards opportunities that match that detailed mental picture.
You're making the future so real in your mind that your actions start aligning with it.
That seems to be the principle, yes.
Okay, another really powerful and widely used technique in these sources, affirmations and repetitive self-talk.
Saying it over and over.
Yeah. Consciously, repeatedly stating these positive declarations about what you want to manifest, often with feeling. It's like giving direct instructions to yourself.
Like the person who said, I kept on repeating in my mind, I am the jackpot winner 3 times a day for 20 minutes.
And then during TV commercials, too.
Right. Consistency and repetition seem absolutely crucial for this one.
And we heard about the scratch-off winner using that adult coloring book.
Yeah, filled with affirmations like, money wants me. That combines the visual, the tactile, and the verbal. Probably reinforces the message really strongly.
Good point. And then there's just the simple, consistent practice, like repeating, who am I, the jackpot winner, during TV breaks.
It becomes almost like a mantra, doesn't it? A constant internal background noise reinforcing the desired identity, making it feel like an undeniable truth internally.
Some people apparently take this really far. There was that user whose coworker started calling them creepy because they spoke things into existence so often and effectively.
Right. What do they manifest?
Things like an Xbox, iPads, even 3 specialty niche stores opening nearby after they complained about how far away the existing ones were.
So it's not just internal talk, it's like an outward declaration that seemingly shapes their environment.
And that's how it's described, yeah. And another guiding principle mentioned was just the simple affirmation, every time I enter a competition, I win, uses a core belief.
Powerful.
And someone else regularly reciting, Infinite Spirit Universe, make a way for $5,000 to reach me now, which is mine by divine right. Very declarative, often invoking a higher power or right.
So the core insight here, drawing from these accounts, is that consistent, emotionally resonant self-talk acts as a powerful way to leverage neuroplasticity. It seems to rewire the brain's pathways to align your perception and belief with the desired reality.
That makes sense, linking it to neuroplasticity and habit formation.
Yeah. How might that consistent self-talk, especially if you add that emotional resonance we talked about, literally rewire your brain? By repeatedly stamping these ideas onto your subconscious, maybe your brain starts interpreting reality through that lens, filtering out conflicting info, strengthening the connections for the desired outcome.
Like deliberate mental conditioning.
Exactly. Shifting your internal story from lack or struggle to abundance and success. That repetition, especially when felt deeply, can apparently program the subconscious.
And then the subconscious tries to match your external experiences to those internal commands.
That seems to be the underlying theory presented in these sources, yes. Hashtag 2.3, the anchoring power of writing things down.
Okay, this next technique seems almost deceptively simple, but it pops up again and again in these accounts. The power of actually writing things down.
Pen to paper.
Yeah. The physical act of writing down your desires seems to give them extra weight, more presence in the subconscious, like creating a tangible record of your intention.
As one source put it, writing works because it secretly memorizes what you think is important and works on it in the background.
That background processing idea is interesting, like setting a task for your subconscious.
It is. And there was that woman who found desires she'd written down years earlier in a drawer.
Oh, yeah, and they'd come true.
And they'd come true, she'd forgotten about them. It suggests maybe releasing the conscious effort after writing it down, but the initial act impressed it deeply enough for that long-term background work.
And the casino owner who wrote a journal entry about money he'd already won.
In the past tense, right?
Yeah, and then reportedly won that same night.
The written word seems to serve as this powerful, concrete blueprint. Almost like signing a contract with the universe, or maybe just your own subconscious.
It's compelling how immediate some results are reported to be, like the user who wrote, I have $1,500 to pay my bills.
And what happened?
They reported getting an unexpected work bonus of $500 and a small lottery win of $1,000 on the same day.
Wow, a direct match.
Right. And the person who wrote, I'm so happy I won $2.5 million playing the lottery in their journal daily for months, and then reportedly won that exact amount.
That consistency again.
But what's also intriguing is the delayed effects sometimes. The person who wrote, I received $10,000, and then it materialized 1.5 years later from an old, forgotten retirement account.
So the written intention was still active, just working on a longer timeline.
It seems like it. So the key takeaway here might be that the physical act of writing transforms a fleeting thought into a more concrete, committed intention. It deepens the imprint on the subconscious and signals its importance for future manifestation.
But what is it about writing? Why is it apparently more effective than just thinking or saying it?
Good question.
Maybe the physical act of writing, combining movement with sight and thought, creates a stronger neural imprint.
Could be. It definitely forces a certain level of focus and clarity.
Right. Maybe more than just thinking or speaking casually. Putting it on paper might feel more like a real commitment, a serious intention.
Signaling to your mind, hey, this one's important, work on this.
Exactly. Allowing the subconscious to work on it in the background, as that source suggested. It's like codifying your desire into a tangible form.
Okay, our next set of techniques gets into, well, altered states of consciousness.
CTAs, brainwaves.
Yeah. Many practitioners recommend using that relaxed, semi-conscious state, often called state akin to sleep, or CTAs, or deliberately operating at specific brainwave frequencies, like alpha or theta.
The idea seems to be about bypassing the conscious critical mind, getting the desire straight into the subconscious where it can take root more deeply.
Right. And it's consistent advice in the sources, isn't it, that the state of mind is just as crucial as the thought itself.
Very much so. The common instruction is to visualize and think about what you want, as if your wish was already fulfilled. Then as you're doing that, you fall asleep in that feeling.
So letting the intention sink in without those usual logical or skeptical filters we have when we're wide awake.
Exactly. And one lottery winner explicitly said they got themselves into the theta brainwave right before bed to visualize and feel their win, directly linking specific brainwave states to success.
And it's not just for sleep, right? There was that user who won about $800 in a week at a casino.
Yeah, they reported wandering in Focus 12, listening to tapes on headphones and getting a premonition about a specific machine.
So like an active use of an altered state while awake, a state of heightened intuition maybe.
It sounds like it. And then the student who won all 3 rounds plus the main prize on that Hungarian TV show, Wheel of Fortune.
Zekrek, yeah.
Using a 3 fingers interlock technique to get into a special alpha level.
Implying you can consciously learn to induce these states.
Apparently. These states seem to be seen as powerful keys. Keys to unlocking intuition, or maybe even directly influencing external events.
So what's the underlying idea? It seems altered brainwave states like alpha and theta are thought to facilitate direct access and programming of the subconscious mind, bypassing conscious resistance, enhancing receptivity.
Exactly. What do those states, alpha and theta, actually signify in terms of mental receptivity? Well, alpha is often linked to relaxed yet alert states. It's seen as a bridge between conscious thought and the subconscious. Good for creativity, visualization, maybe accelerated learning.
Okay, and theta?
Theta is deeper, usually linked to dreams, deep meditation, strong intuition. The mind is supposed to be exceptionally pliable then, really receptive to new programming.
So in those states, your conscious mind's critical filters are down.
That's the theory. Your analytical, skeptical mind is less active, making your subconscious much more open to integrating desired outcomes as a new reality.
So you can implant suggestions, intentions more effectively.
That's the idea presented, leading to potentially profound and rapid integration of those desired realities. Like you're talking directly to the mind's master computer.
Okay, this next one. This is often described as one of the hardest parts for people. And it seems totally paradoxical.
Yeah.
The concept of detachment.
Letting go.
Yeah. After you set your intention, do the mental work, visualizing, affirming, a critical step is apparently to release the worry about how or when it's going to happen. Just let the universe, or whatever you call it, handle the details.
The sources consistently say things like, the magic happens when you totally shift your focus onto other things. It's about letting go after you've put in the request, trusting it's in motion.
It's so counterintuitive.
It really is. But the examples are very telling. Remember the lottery winner who, after buying the ticket and visualizing,
Completely forgot about it.
completely forgot about the ticket.
Yeah.
Only remembered when the winning email showed up. That active forgetting, or at least not obsessively checking and worrying, seems common among these success stories.
And the Froyo gift card winner.
Right. She initially wanted to tag the business again and again and again to get more entries, driven by that anxiety, right?
Yeah.
But then she consciously stopped herself, thinking, if I already won, then why would I need to enter a million times? She chose detachment.
And it worked.
And it worked. The success came through that very act of letting go of the need to control the how.
It just goes against everything we're taught, doesn't it? Chase results, control the variables.
Absolutely. Yet the advice is clear.
Yeah.
Just let go of how and when it needs to happen. Like, just fully let the universe figure all the details out.
And wasn't there an anecdote about winning a car?
Yes, winning a car for free after letting go of wanting a specific style of car, just asked for any car, opening up the possibilities.
It's like surrendering to the unknown path.
Yeah.
Trusting the destination will be reached, even if the route is totally unexpected.
So the core insight here appears to be that detachment. By releasing the how and when, eliminates resistance. It transforms anxiety into trust and allows the natural unfolding of the desire through unexpected paths.
But it is challenging. Why does letting go work, according to these principles?
Well, from a psychological view, constantly worrying and being attached to the how generates negative emotions, anxiety, which, according to these sources, can actually block things by creating an energetic countersignal.
So detachment reduces that friction.
It seems so. Creates ease, openness, allows the outcome to flow more naturally. It's about holding the belief in the outcome without gripping tightly onto how it must arrive.
Which allows for unexpected ways for it to happen, things your conscious mind wouldn't have thought of.
Exactly. This act of surrender signals trust. You move from anxious striving to relaxed receiving. Hashtag tag 2.6, the amplifying effect of gratitude.
All right, final technique in this section. The amplifying effect of gratitude.
Feeling thankful.
But not just being thankful after something good happens. This is about expressing sincere thanks for the desired outcome before it physically shows up.
Preemptive gratitude.
Yeah. The practice apparently reinforces the belief that it's already received, draws it closer, strengthens that already done feeling.
It's a really powerful internal shift, isn't it? Transforming a future wish into a present reality through feeling. Consider the Muslim individual whose college tuition was paid within 10 minutes.
After prayer mode, right?
Yeah. They reportedly prayed and thanked God for my tuition being paid for. I just said it once, felt it, and I told myself I should be happy since my tuition is paid for.
The gratitude wasn't conditional. It came first.
Exactly. It grounded the belief in the present moment, created this powerful energetic signature of fulfillment before the external event. It's described as a deep emotional experience, not just a mental trick.
And we see it in other ways, too, like the person using a gratitude journal.
Right. Writing about things they were grateful for, past, present, and crucially, future things. Vividly feeling the emotions for each one.
And that specific affirmation. Thank you, Infinite Spirit, for the $5,000 I have received on time.
Yeah. It suggests that actively, intentionally feeling grateful for something you can't yet see is a deliberate way to cultivate the feeling of already having it.
So, the insight here seems to be, preemptive gratitude deeply cements the wish-fulfilled state. It shifts your energetic frequency, aligns you with abundance, and signals to your subconscious and maybe the universe that the desire is already a received reality.
But how does that work? Preemptive gratitude. Psychologically, it really deepens that wish-fulfilled feeling, doesn't it? Turns a mere desire into something felt as real now.
Yeah.
By actively feeling grateful for something that hasn't shown up yet, you're essentially programming your subconscious to believe it already exists.
And that positive feeling creates a loop.
Potentially, yeah. Attracting more reasons for gratitude, making you more open to opportunities that match that feeling of abundance.
It signals to your subconscious. This isn't a future possibility, it's a present fact to be experienced.
And thereby, according to these accounts, accelerating its appearance in your physical reality.
Okay, let's dive into some of the real-world applications people report. And the sources are just packed with stories of manifesting money, from, small amounts right up to life-changing millions.
It's definitely the most common type of manifestation reported, offering this huge spectrum of what people believe is possible.
And the range is incredible, isn't it? All apparently achieved using similar mental techniques.
It really is remarkable. We have specifics like a $10,000 scratch-off ticket, an $1,100 win on an online slot from just a $45 bet.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Then it jumps up an unplanned $15,000 jackpot on a random slot machine. A straightforward $100 win from a company draw, a 500,000-pound lottery win in the UK.
£500,000. And it
Yeah.
goes even bigger, right? There's that story about someone manifesting a win for their coworker.
Oh, yeah, that was fascinating. A coworker won $1 million on a scratcher, but the person telling the story claimed they manifested it for the coworker by applying the principles for them.
That's a whole other level.
It really is.
Yeah.
We also see a Euro jackpot win of just over 106,000 euros, a lump sum check for $66,444 showing up, hitting the Pick 5 lottery for $25K.
It just keeps going.
It does. Accounts of a $2.5 million sweepstakes win, plus $2,500 a week, leading to financial freedom and a luxury apartment for someone who was just 18.
At 18, wow.
Casino wins are super frequent, too. Examples like $7 from 2 small jackpots back-to-back, $1,623. Multiple wins like $6,000, then $1,000, then $1,500, even $18,000.
And the really huge ones.
Yeah, claims of winning $2 million just by listening to a meditation for 2 nights.
2 nights.
That's the claim. And a Euro jackpot win for a staggering $26 million.
$26 million.
And even a teenager winning a first prize of $5,000 on only their second time playing the lottery.
It's astounding how these same mental techniques are reportedly used across such vastly different scales of money.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it? If the principles are universal, as claimed, is there really a limit? Or is it just about your own belief in your emotional capacity to hold that bigger vision?
The sources seem to strongly imply the principles work regardless of the amount. The limit, if there is one, is internal.
That seems to be the message, yes. Hashtag 3.2. Manifesting tangible objects and experiences. And it's not just money. People report using these same principles to get specific physical things or desired experiences that aren't about cash.
Right. This category really shows the versatility of the methods claimed. Intention apparently works for concrete objects in life events, too.
And the variety is huge. We see examples like someone winning a free round of golf, a big flat-screen TV, and a Ferrari rental for a weekend.
Nice haul.
Not bad. Another person manifested a free pair of skis. Someone even won the incredibly competitive NYC housing lottery, scoring a beautiful luxury apartment. These aren't small things.
Definitely not. And sometimes there's a twist.
Right.
Like the person who got the loaner SUV.
Oh, yeah, that story. Receiving a brand new electric SUV as a loaner after visualizing a new one. But it came about because of a car accident.
So, kind of what they asked for, but maybe not how they expected. A lesson in specificity, perhaps?
The user certainly felt so, yeah. They realized they overlooked something by not specifying it was their new car. Then someone else won a Bugatti in a local raffle.
The Bugatti?
Yeah. And someone else wanted a massage chair, and one reportedly just appeared in the lunchroom at work.
That's convenient.
What's also interesting is how some smaller wins are framed. Not just as wins, but as proof of personal power. Like winning a plushie from a claw machine.
Right, as proof I can do this.
Exactly. Proof to believe in myself and my power. Then there's a free pair of AirPods, one from a local restaurant's marketing campaign. A plush giveaway win.
High-profile stuff, too, like winning the entire Price is Right show.
Including a car. And a 90,000-pound car won from a competition. Even a 10th grader winning a prize, not knowing about manifestation then, but just having a strong sense that I would win.
That innate feeling again.
And accounts of winning a VW Golf R. A 3-night luxury hotel stay in Vienna.
It really highlights the range, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Suggests the principles aren't limited by the type of outcome.
Exactly. So is it harder to manifest money versus a physical object? From the perspective of these sources, no. The underlying principles, belief, emotion, expectation are the same.
So the perceived difficulty might just be in our own heads, our beliefs about getting certain things.
That seems plausible, yes. Or maybe the specificity of the desire. But the mechanism itself is presented as universal. If you believe, expect, and apply the techniques, the form of the manifestation could apparently be almost anything. Hashtag 3.3. Achieving personal and career goals.
Okay, so beyond money and objects, these principles are also reportedly applied to really significant life changes. Personal goals, career, health, relationships.
Yeah, it's not just about what you can get, it's about what you can become, achieve, or experience in the bigger picture of your life. The scope here is pretty inspiring if you're looking to make deep personal shifts.
And the breadth is just remarkable. People talking about manifesting millions and retire on a tropical island, like a total lifestyle change.
And beyond personal wealth, there are these compelling testimonials. Someone claiming 3 infertile coworkers pregnant. 3 proposals happening around them, even a crappy coworker leaving for a better job.
Wow. Influencing others' lives too, seemingly.
It's implied. Then there's the college tuition payment appearing within 10 minutes of prayer. Moving into a first home despite having poor credit.
Significant life hurdles overcome.
Absolutely. And it extends into competitive areas and personal growth, too. That account of manifesting a game-winning shot in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah?
Winning a Korean language speaking contest despite feeling their skills were weak. Winning a school swimming gold medal.
It covers so much ground.
It really does. Someone listed achieving a long-term relationship, moving to their dream country, getting a specific degree, working for a celebrity, living rent-free, developing passive income. Like a whole life redesign.
Incredible list.
And seemingly simple things, too, like a job for someone's mother appearing effortlessly after just affirming she has a job, or a student manifesting university acceptance and their father winning the lottery at the same time, a double win.
That's amazing. And safety, too. Avoiding accidents.
Yes, a claim of avoiding a deadly head-on collision by using a conscious creation intention of safe travels, and even a health claim. A child's renal pelvis enlargement reportedly cured by programming.
Health, safety, career.
Someone winning 2 gold medals and world titles, combining physical training with the Silva method. Someone else securing their ideal job, feeling comfortable, loved, respected, and appreciated. Being their own boss, well paid.
Selling a house quickly in a bad market.
Yeah, privately in 3 weeks in a depressed market, a Silva testimonial. Improving a golf handicap dramatically using the Silva method over a couple of years.
Even overcoming learning difficulty.
Yes, a doctor reporting overcoming dyslexia and dysgraphia to get through medical school, crediting the 3-finger technique and a positive attitude. Passing exams by visualization, even attracting a specific tough teacher.
Wow.
Getting a new job where the company name just flashed in their mind, hired with no connections, manifesting a specific breed of cat for free, winning a TV cooking competition, negotiating a huge advertising deal down from $500 to $60K using Silva techniques, resulting in a big bonus.
Okay, the sheer range here is just, wow. It strongly suggests that these techniques, if they work as described, aren't just for material gain. They seem applicable to almost any area of life.
It really points towards a universal applicability, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where the power of your conscious and subconscious intention is seen as the driver behind almost any change, internal or external. Health, career, relationships, competition.
It implies you can leverage these same principles to shape the whole fabric of your life experience.
That's certainly the implication from these numerous accounts, yes.
Now, for anyone listening who's maybe new to this or feeling a bit skeptical or just wants to build their confidence, many sources suggest a really practical strategy.
Start small.
Exactly. Build confidence, prove the method to yourself by starting with smaller, more believable manifestations before you try for the big lottery win or the dream house.
Yeah, it's consistent advice, almost like a strategic approach to building your belief muscle. You start off small and get used to it. That's why you see things about people bragging about parking spots, free food, etc.
Right. Accumulate your own internal proof that it works.
Exactly. Gradually expanding your capacity to believe. These small wins act as powerful internal validations. They chip away at the skepticism.
And some of these small wins seem to hold huge emotional weight for people, right?
Yeah.
Way beyond their actual value. Like winning that plushie from the claw machine.
Yeah, described as proof to believe in myself and my power as the god of my own reality that I am.
It wasn't about the toy. It was the validation. I did that.
Precisely. The undeniable confirmation of personal power and that the method worked for them. And the user who asked for $100 and got a $92 check from an unexpected class action lawsuit payout.
Felt unreal, like living proof.
Right. These seemingly coincidental small wins really seem to solidify belief for people.
So the key insight here seems to be that deliberately manifesting small wins acts as a vital psychological bridge. It builds your internal confidence, erodes skepticism, and creates a solid foundation for tackling bigger desires.
It really highlights that psychological component, doesn't it? Building your belief system, your trust in the process, through tangible, even if minor, successes.
Like the person who won a tea maker from a crossword. That got me started on a whole streak of winning competitions.
Or winning a specific chocolate bar from a promotion after feeling an unquenchable desire for one. These small, frequent successes anchor the belief. They make it easier to imagine and expect bigger things later.
Creates a positive feedback loop. Turns doubt into conviction.
Exactly. Enables you to attempt more significant goals with more confidence. It's like training your subconscious to expect success.
Okay, so as we dig deeper into these accounts, it's clear it's not always, straightforward. There are nuances, challenges. And one really interesting one, a frequent topic of discussion, is this balance between specificity and openness in your intention.
How detailed should you be?
Right. Sometimes called the monkey's paw effect.
Hmm.
You get what you asked for, literally, but maybe not quite what you meant or truly desired.
And the sources show conflicting experiences on this, don't they? What's the optimal level of detail?
Exactly. On one side, you have the user who won £500,000.
But regretted not being specific to the pence to get the full million.
Yeah. Emphasizing the perceived need for absolute precision. And the person visualizing the brand new electric SUV.
And got the loaner after the accident.
Right.
They felt they overlooked something by not specifying it was their new car, owned by them.
Even that early lesson someone learned, manifesting a TV worth $500 when they actually wanted $500 cash. A clear lesson there about specificity in the wording and intent.
So that pushes towards being really, really specific.
But then on the flip side, some people found it worked better to just visualize myself having identical numbers to the winning numbers rather than a specific amount to avoid frustration or maybe limiting themselves.
Interesting. Less detail, more openness.
Yeah. And remember the winner who was apparently told the exact Euro Millions numbers in a dream. They won that specific amount, even though they'd wished for more.
Suggesting maybe some higher intelligence refines or overrides the initial request sometimes, or provides what's most cleanly broadcast.
Could it be? It seems like sometimes the universe, or whatever, provides what it deems best, or maybe just what you most clearly intended subconsciously, not necessarily the exact words you used.
So the core idea here seems to be that while specificity helps define the target, being too attached to exact details might inadvertently limit how it can manifest, sometimes leading to outcomes that are technically accurate but don't quite match the underlying desire.
It raises that intriguing question. How much detail does the universe or your subconscious actually need? Is it about maximum mental clarity, creating that exact blueprint?
Or does being too specific create resistance if that exact narrow path isn't easily available? Or if the universe has a better but different route?
Yeah. Maybe hyperspecificity limits the creative ways something can arrive, while a broader intention allows more flexibility.
It seems like a delicate balance between clear, focused direction and open, trusting receptivity, allowing the universe, as they say, some room to maneuver, finding that sweet spot.
Okay, this next one's huge. Maybe the biggest challenge identified by these practitioners. The main obstacles often aren't external things, they're internal.
Self-doubt, impatience.
Yeah. Overcoming those is repeatedly highlighted as the biggest hurdle. It's the inner work, that battle in your own mind that seems the toughest.
Absolutely. We see so many accounts of people admitting they had trouble with self-doubt and believing I could do it before finding a method that clicked for them. That struggle with internal resistance is just pervasive.
And the honesty is relatable.
Yeah.
Like, what's a little frustrating is the unknowingness about the time till physical manifestation. We all want our dreams to manifest right now.
That impatience, that desire for immediate results, it's such a common human thing, and these sources clearly identify it as a major blocker.
And people talk about actively fighting it, like the lottery winner admitting to moments of doubt, but learning to consciously counter them, saying, that's not true, or nope, to shut down the negative thought.
That highlights the active mental discipline needed, constantly policing your own thoughts.
Yeah. And there was that powerful advice. If you morph into doubts, an image of what you fear will form in your mind, and your mind, will steer in the direction of the available image. This way you can easily enter the path of failure.
Wow. That's a stark warning. Suggests entertaining doubts literally creates an opposing blueprint.
Exactly. So the core insight here seems to be self-doubt and impatience are powerful internal roadblocks. They can derail manifestation by creating conflicting mental images and disrupting the energy of your desire.
It really suggests that consistent inner work is just as important, maybe even more important than the specific techniques you use.
And it affects timing. Like the old winner who took 4 months because they weren't consistent.
Yeah. They admitted they'd keep forgetting, irritated, highlighting how a wavering internal state directly impacts the timeline.
But then paradoxically, some people found things happened years later after they completely forgot about them.
Right. Which implies that persistent doubt or irritation, maybe by focusing on the lack of the thing, can significantly delay it. Forgetting removes the doubt.
So how do these accounts suggest people pull through the frustration?
It seems to be about actively countering negative thoughts, like that lottery winner did, or maintaining that healthy obsession we heard about, the kind that energizes and sustains focus. Or, paradoxically, maybe completely letting go and forgetting, which starves the doubt of attention.
It's all about managing and maintaining your internal state, overriding everything else, seeing doubt as this destructive force you have to actively deal with.
That seems to be the consistent message, yes.
Okay, another critical thing that often trips people up, and it's closely linked to detachment, is trusting the actual process, specifically letting go of how it's going to arrive.
Focusing only on what the end result.
Yeah. As one source put it, how it's done is higher self specialty. It's about giving up conscious control over the delivery mechanism, letting some larger intelligence handle the details.
It really points to the mysterious nature of it all, doesn't it? Where our logical mind's need for a step-by-step plan is seen as a limitation.
Like that incredible lottery win story after the emergency room visit.
Oh yeah, the surgical gloves. Winning numbers reportedly appearing on boxes of surgical gloves, but in a different sequence from an old phone number.
Seen as a lead from the universe. A how the person could never have predicted consciously.
Exactly. And the user who wrote down, "I received $10,000, and then found that exact amount 1.5 years later in an old retirement account, they did not make the connection at first.
Highlighting how the universe might use totally unforeseen channels and timelines.
It really does. We even hear those claims of money just appearing out of the blue in my purses and bags in 50 euro amounts.
Which defies normal logic completely, hints at a much more flexible reality.
It does, and the advice is so simple but profound. Don't worry how it will come. Just continue to pray and claim this financial release. If you worry, you block the release coming to you.
Worry itself is the barrier, disrupts the flow.
That's the direct implication. And remember the user who won a $10,000 contest without even knowing they were entered?
Right. The how was completely bypassed in their awareness.
So the core takeaway seems to be, trusting the process by detaching from the how allows the universe, or your subconscious, to orchestrate things through synchronicity and unexpected channels, free from your conscious mind's limitations.
It points towards relying on synchronicity, divine intervention, or maybe just becoming more aware of opportunities that were always there.
It could be any or all of those, depending on the person's belief system. But the common wisdom summarized is, expect the outcome, but not the process. It'll come in its own way. Keep it simple and leave it on universe.
Surrender the analytical mind's need for a plan. Allow some unseen intelligence to handle the how.
Which, in theory, allows for a much wider range of possibilities than your conscious mind could ever come up with on its own.
Okay, this one. This is maybe the boldest, most challenging assertion from these sources, and it really pushes against conventional thinking.
The idea that circumstances don't matter.
Yes. That frequently repeated notion that your external circumstances, what they call 3D reality, meaning what you can see, touch, observe right now, shouldn't deter your belief in what you want to manifest.
It's a radical form of internal conviction, isn't it? Requires profound mental discipline.
Totally. And the Froyo gift card winner is a perfect example. She didn't get the confirmation message on the expected date. That was the apparent 3D reality.
But she refused it internally.
Yeah. She firmly declared inside, "You know, I refuse to believe that I lost when I know that it's already mine." Days later, she won.
That steadfast refusal to accept the contradictory evidence from outside is central to this idea.
And the Eurojackpot winner affirming, "This win has already happened in the future. We only have to wait until that future becomes a present."
Yeah.
Even while holding a non-winning ticket in their hand.
It means actively fighting back against any negative thoughts that arise from looking at your current reality, from the evidence of your senses.
Right. The advice is, if reality doesn't match, immediately affirm, "I won the lottery," or "I'm super wealthy now."
Yeah.
Maintain your internal reality despite external signals.
A radical commitment to your vision. As that user passionately put it, you are doing fine. Just keep reaffirming your vision. When you are highly motivated, it is a sure sign. In my experience, it's the times I'm healthily obsessed with my goals that things move along quickly.
And that obsession isn't frantic or desperate, but energizing, unwavering.
Yes. So the core insight here is powerful. The principle, circumstances don't matter, asserts that your internal, imagined reality takes precedence over your perceived external conditions. Those external conditions are seen as just transient reflections of past thoughts.
That's profound. How can someone train their mind to just disregard empirical evidence, to look past what they see.
It's a huge ask. Psychologically, it seems to be about preventing that 3D reality from stamping limiting beliefs onto your subconscious.
So by actively denying the apparent reality and persistently affirming the desired one.
You're effectively choosing which reality to program into your subconscious. It's like radical optimism, framing external circumstances as temporary illusions you can overcome with persistent inner belief.
Reinforcing the idea that your internal state is the real cause, not just an effect of what's happening outside.
Exactly. It demands incredible mental fortitude, doesn't it? To hold on to a vision even when everything you see seems to contradict it.
Okay, let's try to get into the how a bit more from the perspective of these sources, the underlying philosophy or mechanism. And a central idea is the crucial role of the subconscious mind.
It's frequently described as the powerhouse, the underlying engine for manifestation, processing way more information than our conscious mind can handle.
Yeah, like that source saying our conscious mind can track like 40 data points, our subconscious is in the thousands. Like it's this hidden super processor working behind the scenes.
That analogy of the subconscious as a master computer, or this infinitely powerful processor, comes up a lot. And the idea that writing works because it secretly memorizes what you think is important and works on it in the background.
Reinforces that idea. Once you impress an intention, it's being worked on constantly, outside your awareness.
Exactly. And the assertion that the mind only responds to two things, the words you speak and the pictures in your head.
Highlights the simple input methods for programming this powerful internal computer. Words and pictures.
It suggests a very literal interpretation of how our inner world talks to this fundamental mental engine.
And the state you're in when you give those inputs seems critical too. Like affirmations being extremely powerful in an alpha state because that's the state needed in order to rewire the brain.
Directly linking it to neurological processes, brain function, one user just says, with awe, this is magic. Our subconscious mind always amazes me.
And that fascinating idea, cited from Dr. Joe Dispenza, about kids manifesting easily because they're naturally in alpha more often.
Yeah, suggesting an inherent openness to programming before the conscious mind develops all its critical filters.
So the core insight here, according to these sources, is that the subconscious mind acts as this powerful, non-judgmental executive. It accepts and then works to actualize deeply impressed thoughts and emotions, literally rewiring neural pathways to match the new reality.
How does that align with, say, modern brain science or psychology?
Well, obviously these are anecdotal accounts, not scientific studies in the conventional sense. But they resonate strongly with concepts like neuroplasticity, right? The brain changing based on experience and repetitive thought. It suggests manifestation is about bypassing the conscious mind's limits and programming new, empowering beliefs directly into the subconscious.
And this rewiring then influences your perception, your behavior.
Ultimately, the reality you experience, making you more attuned to or actively creating opportunities that match those deep subconscious beliefs.
It implies that by consciously feeding the subconscious specific programs through visualization, affirmation, feeling, you can effectively reshape both your inner and outer world. Hashtag 5.2. The role of a higher power or universal intelligence.
Okay, moving beyond just our own minds, many sources attribute success to connecting with something bigger, an external or internal guiding force.
Right. Whether they call it infinite intelligence, the universe, God, or higher self, it introduces this spiritual or metaphysical dimension, suggests a partnership with something beyond just the individual ego.
And that spiritual dimension seems really prominent, but also diverse in how people see it.
Very diverse. Remember the jackpot winner describing that universal download and spiritual notification? That suggests an external source of information or guidance, like a direct message from something higher.
Yeah. And others explicitly credit God Adonai from Psalm 113.3, or say God is powerful, indicating a belief in a divine being actively involved, responding to prayer and intention.
A belief system where a supernatural or divine entity plays a direct role.
Then there's the idea that the universe will either send you a lead, hunch, intuition, or have you to just do nothing, implying this responsive, guiding intelligence that gives subtle nudges or just clears the path for you.
But some sources take an even bolder stance, don't they? More self-empowering.
Right. Like the user stating, you are the only one being able to imagine what you want. You are the creator in a physical body. No intermediate. You are the source, the universe, God, the life.
That positions the individual as the ultimate source of power, equating personal consciousness with the divine itself.
It's a very different flavor. And then you have the user who reported living nearly 2 years without working, claiming the universe takes care of everything for me. Like extreme surrender to this universal intelligence.
So the core insight, despite the varied interpretations, seems to be that many practitioners believe manifestation is helped by aligning with some kind of higher guiding intelligence, whether that's universal, divine, or your own higher self. And this allows for intuitive guidance and the orchestration of unforeseen events.
How do these different views of a higher power affect how people approach manifestation?
Well, whether it's an external God you pray to, a collective consciousness you tap into, or your own inherent divinity as the creator, the common thread is belief in a force that responds to focused intention and belief.
Right.
And that shared understanding provides a framework for surrendering the how and when, trusting that this larger intelligence or your own deeper power will handle the details through synchronicity, intuition, or seemingly miraculous events.
It speaks to connecting with something greater than just your conscious self, allowed for a less effortful, more flowing approach.
That seems to be the common thread, yes.
Okay, finally, we get to maybe the most profound, most empowering idea in these sources. That individual consciousness itself is the primary force shaping reality.
This puts immense responsibility and creative power right back onto the individual.
Yeah. As one source powerfully put it, you are the cause. You are the I am. You cannot lose what is yours. Creation is already finished. That just completely challenges how we normally think about cause and effect. Suggests our inner world is the real starting point.
This perspective really does place huge responsibility on the individual. It asserts their inner world holds the fundamental blueprint for their outer reality, like the idea that the story you're telling is the manifestation of your life right now. You literally said all the stipulations, and now you're experiencing it.
That's pretty blunt.
It is. It implies every thought, every deep belief, every internal story contributes directly to what you're experiencing right now, whether you're aware of it or not.
Meaning you have to take full ownership of your current situation as a reflection of your past internal state.
That's the implication, yes.
It's incredibly empowering, but maybe a bit daunting too.
It can be both. That compelling thought, if there has to be one lucky person in this world, why cannot it be you? That directly challenges any victim thinking. It's a call for radical self-empowerment.
And it lines up with work like Dr. Maxwell Maltz's psychocybernetics.
Yes, the idea that we can shape reality by imagining the outcome we desire, experiencing all the outcome sensations in our minds and allowing the outcome to manifest, presented not just as philosophy, but as a direct roadmap for conscious creation, emphasizing that direct link between inner experience and outer reality.
So the ultimate insight here is that individual consciousness is framed as the ultimate cause. Your internal thoughts and beliefs directly construct and manifest your external reality.
Indeed. Quoting Einstein again, "The world we created is the result of our thinking, cannot be changed without changing our thinking," perfectly reinforces this core idea.
What are the implications of truly believing that? That your thoughts and beliefs are the origin of your reality. For you, listening.
Well, as you said, it can be profoundly liberating. Suggests you have agency, control over your destiny, freedom from external limits.
But also daunting.
Also potentially daunting, because it implies that any undesirable circumstances you're facing now are also, somehow, fundamentally, a result of your own internal programming or unexamined beliefs.
It demands deep introspection, a willingness to consciously choose and cultivate beliefs that serve the reality you are.
Exactly. It highlights the incredible, almost absolute power that these narratives ascribe to individual consciousness. It calls for a shift from reacting to external circumstances to actively creating them from within. #outro.
So wow, you've heard just a wealth of experiences today, ranging from those seemingly small miracles, the perfect parking spot, winning a toy from a machine, all the way up to life-altering jackpot wins, dream homes, career leaps, even profound health shifts. And all these reported successes are attributed by the people experiencing them to consistently applying practices like vivid visualization, deeply felt affirmations, cultivating intense positive emotion, and that deep, unwavering sense of it's already done.
Yeah, the common thread across all these incredibly diverse accounts seems to be the transformative power of internal belief, the intentional cultivation of positive emotion, and the disciplined act of projecting desired outcomes.
Often paired with learning to release the how and when.
Exactly. And these aren't just described as fleeting thoughts. They sound like deeply ingrained mental habits and practices, reportedly honed through consistent application, diligent self-correction, and this unwavering commitment to an internal reality that, for them, supersedes external circumstances.
So for you, our listener, what really stands out from hearing all these powerful personal stories is it the emphasis on deep, almost obsessive, positive feeling.
Or perhaps the specific practical techniques like SATs or the anchoring power of writing things down.
Or maybe it's that really radical, liberating, yet challenging idea that circumstances don't matter because your inner world is the ultimate cause.
If, as these sources consistently suggest, our inner world truly holds the blueprint for our outer reality, and if your consciousness is indeed the ultimate cause, what impossible win or profound personal change might you begin to imagine and cultivate in your own mind starting today?
Mm.
What small feeling of already having it could you maybe invite, just for a moment, even right now, to shift your own perspective, and perhaps, in turn, begin to reshape your own reality in ways you maybe never thought possible?